Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. This video is in regards, it's still connecting with the full moon in Libra, as well as the Sun in Aries connection here on March the 28th. But I kind of want to explain the process of how all of this is going to take place with merging together. Because even prior to, in yesterday's video, I mentioned a lot about the Bindu Chakra, how the elixir of life is going to be filling, coming from the crown and dripping into our mouth. So I've incorporated that into yesterday's video, as well as incorporating the Vesica Pisces and all of the other things that I have been talking about, the yod especially, here lately. But I've also mentioned in regards to birth to a Holy Trinity, again with the Vesica Pisces, and it turns in from a tri-wave or two circles into a tri-wave or three circles. That is the birth process, or after that sacred marriage takes place within the Vesica Pisces. You create the child. You create that Holy Trinity again. But of course, there's a process. And there's a lot of in-between. So even though that a lot of us could be activating or receiving more of the elixir, the source elixir, the life elixir, there's still more to integrate in between. There are levels again, and then even within those levels, there are levels. So as I was doing my morning routine and trying to figure out what the messages I received yesterday was, why I didn't realize this yesterday as I was making my video, because of course I'm focused on one area. Now that I have more information, it's like, oh, I missed this, but okay. But at least I have a video to make today, right? So it's all good. The Sun is going to be in Aries. Aries is associated with Mars. The Sun is associated with Leo. And Libra is associated with Venus. Venus and Leo are a part of that Holy Mother, Holy Father concept. That is, again, a part of us taking in the true Father and the true Mother, which is a part of our true feminine energy, as well as our true masculine energy from within. Now, this union or this marriage is what is, of course, called the twin flame. The true twin flame, or the twin flame journey, can be a journey that takes place individually within an individual. You can merge together as your twin flame, do the job yourself, Or you can have this union between two bodies of people here on this earth plane. So if you get to a point where you know that you are actually with your twin flame, but the twin flame is not your counterpart, doesn't seem to be making the right choice in creating this union, then you can decide to do this journey on your own. Which means, of course, you're doing the work. And I want to really be honest here. We know in our journey, we can't make people, we can't make others follow the same path, and everybody has their own time frame. Everybody learns at their own pace. I think it's important to kind of put out there that you can do this on your own. You don't have to have a twin flame within this reality in order for the job to be complete. Especially if it's a part of your purpose, and especially if it's part of that clearing your karmic debt and finally stepping into what you're supposed to do. Why not try to do this on your own? Merging, uniting, and allowing that sacred marriage to take place within you. And then, because you have done it yourself, you're automatically, if you are with your twin already, going to help also with that pull. But if you're with your twin flame, and this is the thing that I've witnessed on social media throughout the past couple of years here, that people believe that they're actually with their twin flame, but then they break off, and then they say, well, it wasn't their twin flame, but then they come back and they say, oh yeah, we were wrong, it is our twin. It's because they're putting so much focus on the relationship instead of the focus of the internal relationship. Which means if you are focusing on the relationship at hand, you're seeing the other person's mistakes or what they are not doing in the relationship instead of what you are actually seeing. If you are seeing that your counterpart is not doing certain things or is still an individual who is, lacking or whatever, then that is actually still a mirror of yourself. Regardless, it's still a mirror of yourself. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. If you get to a point where you are merging higher than your other counterpart, you wouldn't have those thoughts. Or if you have those thoughts, you would instantly say, oh my gosh, here I am. I'm mirroring something, which means there's something that I haven't healed within myself. Well, let's work on that. So, now that I have said my piece on that, let's get to this sacred union. In order for this sacred union or marriage to become united, there has to be another spark. This is going to come in the form of that lightning flash, the lightning bolt. When you are taking the lightning bolt, of course, now the lightning bolt is that positive charge. Earth is the negative charge. Of course, now, when we're thinking in terms of our own integration source, the Father being that positive charge, our body is the negative charge. That's the lightning bolt that begins the integration process. We don't necessarily receive the lightning bolt until much later on in our process, unless there are certain aspects that need to be integrated previously. And I'm having a lot of interruptions this morning, so please bear with me. Now, so this, when the lightning strikes, it begins the integration process, especially pertaining to what I am talking about. This is the inner integration point of the negative polarity and positive polarity. So the laws of polarity are going to become united between the opposites. I hope I said that correctly. And in time, this becomes the law of one. That happens after, of course, this cycle, this integration cycle, of course, and it could be a couple of months from now. It depends on, of course, each individual path and how well we are learning and how everything lines up precisely. So I just wanted to make this video in relationship to, although with this new moon it's still about that creating balance, remember, because of what Libra represents of the scales. But it's a lot deeper on that spiritual level. We can't have balance until the marriage has taken place, the sacred marriage within. And the sacred marriage can only take place when the lightning strikes. I think it's amazing how, again, everything within our reality is a reflection of what is internal, or is a process of something that is so deeper, that is much deeper than we are willing to understand. I think I said this in a previous video, and I love saying it. Not everything is as it seems. The change of seasons. This signifies the need for us to change, let go, bloom, become. The weather signifies the things that take place even within us, or even the things that are within us that help us become our higher selves. Water, rivers, fire, wind, the chakras, the lightning, which creates and comes down our own tree of life, hitting every single sphere or level within us that we have worked with, hits and activates every chakra that we have open and activated, and creates a spark. And this is how, in time, when we are ready to use our gifts that we have worked through throughout these levels of course, becoming our highest self, the lightning is going to strike and activate those gifts, because we live here on a negative planet. Our bodies are negative, in a negative form, although we are rising in consciousness and changing our body from being a dense form to a crystalline form, a light body form. Because we live in this 3D reality, it's still within that negative ion. And the lightning is going to, because it comes from above and it's very positive, very strong and powerful, is going to activate these levels, these gifts. So keep that in mind that, again, this new moon in Libra, associated with Venus and the Sun in Aries, is creating a sacred marriage that's going to be hit with lightning. And this is going to create that tri-wave, the Holy Trinity. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.